Hey everyone, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to design linear facade using blocks, how to create size variation using scale in one direction. We will also learn about some very useful plugins that add a lot of important features for editing blocks. We will also learn how to create design variations and test them in no time using the power of editing and creating unique blocks. Now you can download all the source files from the Patreon page and it is going to be for free for the next 6 months. Okay, now let's talk about blocks. When designing a facade, blocks are very useful because usually when you are designing a facade you will have some kind of an element that repeats itself along the facade, maybe with different proportions or with different sizes, but it's usually going to be the same element to have some kind of homogeneous design. And here comes the power of blocks, because the blocks contains any type of object, and when you edit one block, the edit that you are going to do is going to be applied to all the other blocks. So I will show you some kind of the design workflow when you are using blocks. So let's create some kind of maybe a box building 20 by 40 maybe, and the floor is going to be 4 meters, and let's use array and choose maybe three floors and create something like this. So now I'm going to create some kind, just a box, maybe 1.5 meter and 1 meter, and the height is going to be from floor to floor. And I'm going to convert this box into a block, switch to the ghost mode, select this object and choose define block. Okay, let's come here, snap to the center and name it facade 1. Okay, and now I'm going to select this mass and let's lock it. Select this one, let's choose array, linear array, maybe 20, and from here to here maybe set it to 25, 30 maybe. Okay, yeah, something like this. I'm going to delete these few ones, select all this object, and let's scale it in one direction like this. Okay, I'm going to disable all the record history for now. Let's choose scale in one direction and scale it like this. Okay, so it's fine. So this is going to be the element that's going to be repeated along the facade. I'm going to maybe delete this one and let's change the scale of this to be something like this. Maybe here leave 2, delete here maybe 3. Let's scale this one like this. Delete maybe 2, or maybe just 1, and scale this maybe something like this. To start having some kind of size variation, delete 3, scale it. Delete 1, scale this. Here delete 1, scale this. Of course there is no details at all in this facade. I'm going to copy this away like this, and we can edit it by double click. So I'm using a plugin called Block Edit New. This plugin is very essential when we are working on editing blocks. It adds a lot of features like isolating the block and hiding all the remaining object. You can change the origin using plane or point. You can rename the block. It adds a lot of essential features, and I already created a tutorial about it. I'm going to add the link in the description, and I will add also the link of the plugin you can download it from. So anyway, I'm going to isolate this for now and start adding few details. So I'm going to use shell and add the thickness maybe 0.25 from here to have something maybe like this, and maybe moving this something like this, maybe 0.8. Maybe control Z. Let's create the shell 0.2 instead of 0.25. Let's set it 0.15 maybe. This one. Right click. Let's move this maybe 1 meter. And let's hold Control Shift and move this face maybe 0.2. Hold Control Shift, select this face and extrude it also 0.2. Let's merge all coplanar faces, and let's now set auto C plane on. Select this face. Let's draw a rectangle here. Let's offset this rectangle by a value of 0.1 maybe, and select this two, create a surface, select this one too, create a surface, and let's delete these curves, don't need to trim anymore. Let's extrude this one by 0.1 and this one by 0.02. Selected, choose move, snap to center and move it to here maybe. Type as ELCRV in case there is any curve to leave them. Now let's adjust the layer. Let's switch to the render mode and start adjusting the layer of the object. Switch this one to, let's go to the 3D model and maybe set it to the facade treatment 1, maybe cladding. And for this one, maybe set it to metal, and this one set it to glass. And let's come to the layer here. I'm going to apply material by layer. So in the cladding here, let's select this one and choose cladding. Maybe it's this one. It's okay. Let's come here to texture mapping, apply maybe box mapping, 3 point, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, right click. Yeah, maybe need it to be a little bit larger, maybe 4 by 4 by 4. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I will show the mapping and start maybe scaling it a little bit. Okay, yeah, this texture mapping looks good. For the, let's go to the layer. For the metal, choose mullions maybe. For the glass, let's choose glass. And there is okay. Here comes the magic. As you can see, all this detail have been added to all this object. So we designed this facade in no time. If we did any change here, so for example, if I select maybe this one and let's switch to wireframe, let's go to the top view maybe and hold Control Shift, select this part and maybe moving it like this. 3 maybe 0.3. This is not what I wanted to do actually. So Control Z. We'll just draw maybe a line here. Open project. Draw a line here, and let's split this object. Split it. Right click. And now let's hold Control Shift, select part, and let's move it maybe 0.4. Let's hide the ISO curves. And there's okay. As you can see, all this detail have been applied to all the other facade. We can also come here and maybe scale this by -1 to change the direction of the shapes a little bit. So this is why blocks are very, very useful. And if you want to test variations, there is another method to test variations. So you can maybe create a copy of this. So hold Alt, create a copy, and let's. There is another plugin that if you are using Rhino 7, you will need to download it. It adds features like make unique. So I want to make this block another one with all the elements, but I want it to be unique. So if I make any changes to this one, this one is not going to be changed. So okay, so there is this plugin named Block Tools by Ejner. It adds a lot of other new features, but the one that we are going to use a lot is Make Unique. So I will add the link in the description to download it. And also this is one that's named Block Edit New that adds a lot of new features like editing block, isolating blocks. It also allows you to edit groups. I will add the link of it for the descriptions, and I already created a tutorial about it. We'll add the link for it too. So anyway, so I will select the copies that I just created and type make unique. By the way, in Rhino 8 there is a native command called make unique, but it's not called make unique. It's called create unique block. But if you are using Rhino 7, you will have to download this plugin. Anyway, so now this is unique. The name have been changed, so it is not the same. If I did any change here, for example, maybe if I move this like this edge like this, as you can see, this one hasn't been changed. Anyway, so the test variation, I have made a copy of this one, and now I will change this one a little bit. So maybe changing these textures to maybe bricks, and maybe hold Control Shift and type move. Let's close the project. Type move. Hit it here, like here. Press tab to switch the movement in this direction and snap to this point. Have something like this. And also for this one, hold Control Shift. Type move. Choose vertical, and let's move this up something like this. And yeah, let's keep it something simple like this and press yes. Let's switch to the render mode. So now I want to select all these blocks of this type. So I'm going to type SEL, select block instance named, and press enter. So it will go to the it will automatically select the facade, the block name facade 1, which is this one, and press OK. So it have selected all the blocks of this name. Hold Control to deselect this one and type replace block. Choose none, and then choose select from block definition list. The new one that we have created is named Facade 1 number 1. Press OK. As you can see, all of them have been changed at once. This is very, very useful when you want to test different variations for the same mass. Okay, for example, here I designed these 5 facade options. This one is named cladding panel 1, this 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the one which is applied here is cladding panel 1. And I want to test this facades variations into this facade. So I can come here, select this one, and type select block instance named, and press enter. Press OK. Hold Control to and deselect this one. Then type replace block. Choose none. Select from block list, and let's test first this one, which is cladding panel option 2. Press OK. I might need to change the material of this pole surface, so I need to know what was the material of this one. This one was metal cladding 2. So select this pole surface, switch to metal cladding 2. So here we changed this facade in no time. We can take a few screenshots, and then can press Ctrl Z and select this one, select the block instance name, press OK, hold Ctrl deselect this one, and choose replace block, none, select from block, and choose maybe 3. Also change this poly surface. Let's see what was the material of this part. It was brown paint 2. So let's change the material of this part to brown paint 2. As you can see how simple it is to test variations. It's like in no time. All we had to do is to design just a few elements and start applying them into the facade. So let's test something else. Select the block instance name. Press OK. Hold Control to deselect this one. Choose replace block instance. None. Select. Choose maybe 4. Yeah, 4. Press OK. and again select the block instance name. Okay, hold control to deselect this one, choose replace block instance, none, select, choose number 5. And for this one, let's see what this material is white paint, so let's change this one to white paint. And as you can see, we were able to test like 5 facade variations in literally less than 5 minutes. These white blocks are very useful, but just make sure to install these 2 plugins because they are very essential and very powerful. And we can start adding few more details. I want to show you how to keep designing the remaining of this facade. So we can select all these facades, create a copy, maybe copy here. But let's start also moving things a little bit. So I delete this one, type move, let's move this, maybe something like this. And for these 2 objects, let's move them maybe something like this. And for this one, let's scale it. Let's delete some object, move this one. I want them to be like staggered, not completely aligned together. So for this object, maybe deleting this large one or scaling it a little bit. Move object, something like this. Move this one, and this one maybe scaling it. And scale this too. And maybe creating a few copies for this and scaling this one. And for this part, maybe let's take this object, rotate them by 90 degree, move it maybe something here. And for this one, I'm going just to create a box like this. And let's create Control C, Control V, and we can use match properties. So match properties, select this object, right click and match all the properties, choose render mode. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. It actually looks good. You can add more details to this facade maybe. Let's select this part and isolate. Hold Control Shift. Let's move it down maybe 1 meter and create another panel with all of this. Move vertical and let's move it here. Hold Control Shift to select this part. Move. Press tab to fix the movement in this direction and press OK. Yes, and render mode. So I believe you get the idea. This is how you can design linear facades like this and test variations. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you later.